Hello, and welcome to your oracle reading. I am Marianne Maisha, and I am so grateful that you're here. It's hot. I don't know if it's hot where you are, but it's definitely hot where I am. And something I've just been really focusing on is moving and getting my body moving, getting my sweat glands going. I'm a little tired, honestly, but putting in that work to feel and just be stronger has just been so beneficial. So that was sitting on my heart, so I wanted to share it. Getting to it, you know what I'm saying? Like getting that heart pumping. Like I feel so much stronger. I got a little muscle, and I just feel like I sleep better. I walk, my posture, everything just feels better. So yeah, let's get into it. As always, I'm just gonna ask for you guys' verbal or spoken permission. Spoken permission. Okay. And I just want to say a prayer for my ancestors, my angels, and my spirit guides to protect the integrity of this reading, to protect the words, to protect the messages so that they come out as clear as possible, so they come out as, helpful as possible for the highest and greatest good for all involved, and that you reach through the timeline so that it resonates with any and all people who need to hear it. Amen and Ashe. All right, let's get into it. I'm gonna do things a little bit different. I'm gonna just do a free form spread today. I'm just like, it's about to be deal season. Let's get into it. Let's just get into a spread. Let's see where it takes us. Okay. Spirit, what messages do you have for us? 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 Okay. So funny. Okay, let's see what it's saying. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's get into it. So I first pulled from my Lantern Oracle. I got Eternal Gatekeeper. The Eternal Gatekeeper. And man, I've been working. I got Responding, Not Reacting in reverse. I got Strength of Vulnerability in reverse as well. And I got Women Supporting Women in reverse as well, with clarification of friendship, imagination, and growth. All right. To me, this feels like a heavy cycle, and a lot of it is happening in the mind. It's a mental cycle. It's a cycle of questioning yourself, questioning what you want, questioning your goals, questioning your next steps, questioning, being kind of always on the fence, not really knowing always what to do. But this eternal gatekeeper, where the message is saying acknowledge, assert, and protect what is right for you, is communicating to you that you know exactly what is right for you. Whether you feel it or not, whether you truly feel it or not, there is an inner knowing here. So all we have to do is tap into that inner knowing. And I feel like these cards specifically were clarified by friendship. So to me, it's saying that I feel like friendship is going to be really important. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. If you have people in your life that are here to push you and to hold you accountable, and you do the same for them, make sure that you are treating them as they deserve to be treated, and you are not being reactive or you are not projecting, because there is something that they might be telling you that you don't necessarily want to hear, or that you're not ready to deal with, or that you're not ready to face, because Spirit is sending people in your life for a reason, to help you gain clarity. And if you are resistant to this clarity, then you will always be in confusion with yourself. In this responding, not reacting card, the message says, the only control we have is how we respond to the hand we are dealt. We could stay confused forever, and we could, be lost in the sauce, but it takes a lot to choose, to have that conviction. And that's why developing trust within yourself is so important. So imagination here over responding, not reacting, and the strength of vulnerability. Both of those cards in reverse. I feel like there's, again, something that we're avoiding, something that we don't want to take the necessary steps to feel, because I feel like sometimes we feel like we have to talk about everything, and while talking about things is very important, sometimes you get to a point where you're just talking about things. It's not actually moving through you. It's not actually helping you, because what you really need to be doing is feeling. And if you're just talking yourself out of it, or talking yourself in like these logical circles, you're not actually feeling the feelings. And that's what's really important here, is feeling the feelings, allowing your mind to provide you with the experience that you need to release whatever's in your body. That's what I'm feeling here. Because this strength of vulnerability, like, she's like, but she's open. She has her eyes open. She's here. She's like, okay, I'm still a little guarded, but I'm here. And that's important, because we're still a little guarded, but we're here. We're present. We know what we need to do here in the back of our mind, here in our spirit. We know what we're meant to do, but sometimes we have to tap into that using our imagination, and through meditation, really sitting with ourselves, really getting into the deep layers of what is happening and what is it that we are feeling. And yeah, embracing and nourishing the creative aspects of your mind. What is your best possible scenario? If everything was working out, how would it be working out for you? What would that look like? Giving yourself the space and the time to think about those things, even if it's just at night, even if it's just right before you go to sleep, so you can dream and you can expand upon those thoughts in your dreams when you first wake up, so you can go into the day with a positive attitude in the middle of the day, so you can know, okay, this is why I'm persevering, this is why I'm pushing forward. We just have to know. And there's just been a lot of heavy messages coming in, and it's definitely calling you to in tap in, because you are a natural channel for yourself, period. All you have to do is tap into your highest. And then we got this women supporting women card in reverse, with the growth card clarifying that is strength of vulnerability. With the women supporting women, again, I feel like this coincides with the first three cards, with the friendship, the eternal gatekeeper, and the responding, not reacting. If we need our feminine energy. We have to honor our feminine energy. We have to respect our feminine energy. When we don't, we've wound up feeling lost. We wound up feeling empty. We wound up feeling like a lack of passion, a lack of creativity. Is so many things that come from feminine energy that we don't always regard in the way that it needs to be. We discount it. We, you know, just don't give it the same amount of respect that it deserves as some of the other, more masculine energies, and the drive and the power and, fruition of things, manifestation of things. But it takes all of that feminine energy and that masculine energy to really be able to bring things into fruition. So I think that's why this is here, the growth card. We need to tap into our feminine energy. I feel like women supporting women, it's could be literal as well. Like, again, I brought this up a few months ago that you were calling a community in, that it was coming, that, chosen family was coming. And now it seems like either you've blocked it or it's still coming, but you're not open to it because it's in reverse. So these things are required for our growth, whether that be tapping into our own feminine energy and being comfortable seeing that in other people and regarding that in other people and growing through that, or growing through actually making the connections that heal those wounds with your divine feminine energy. And for a lot of women, that's having relationships with other women and being able to see the multidimensional, multifaceted way of being, but still like the oneness of it all, like how we can be so different, but we have a lot in common. It's actually really beautiful. Like, actually, really beautiful. And man, this is like such a, just confirming. It's very confirming. It's very, very confirming. I'm gonna pull some more cards just to kind of see what's tea. Oh, okay. My dreams have been so vivid. Like the Capricorn full moon, my dreams are so vivid. It's almost like I'm working in my sleep now. Like, I had a really good dream last night. It's like, wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. So we got purpose in the upright. We got honesty in the reverse. And we got pride. Let's read these messages. Purpose. I know what I am here to do. I know what I'm here to do. Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. And pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And one more, we got death. Death actually looks like, wow, beautiful. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. I'm getting that some of us are holding on to relationships that we don't need to be holding on to. Some of us are holding on to the comfortability of things. Some of us are holding on to, just what seems safe, not actually what we truly believe in, what we're truly passionate about, what we're truly here for. And it's a distraction because it's really about making somebody proud. It's really about satisfying the people around us. It's not really about us. And then lying to ourselves about it, like, oh, it's fine. Like, I can still do everything that I want to do, but I can at least give them this. Like, there was a sacrifice made for me. Maybe there's just some sort of like need for this validation from whomever, but it's beginning to reflect on our relationship with ourselves. It's giving dishonesty. It's not giving open and honesty and authenticity. Is giving like, this is an ego decision. It's a decision to sacrifice your happiness. And this death card is here because it's going to cause a shift if you go down this road. And I'm not saying that it's going to cause that, but it's definitely going to cause a shift, a transformation, a rebirth. And it might not be in the direction that you want. So right now you get to choose whether this is going to be a beginning or an ending. Are you putting yourself on the path to have something end at a later date and for you to have to rebuild? Or are you going to end it now and rebuild now is the thing. Because you can always choose. You can always choose. But you can always stay where you are. And that's the teeter-totter of it all. You know necessarily that you aren't fulfilled, but pride. But I'm doing things that I feel like matter, that matter to society. I'm doing things that go in line with the 5-year plan. I'm doing things that make sense. And it's not about making sense for real. It's about being honest with yourself. It's about really being honest with yourself and knowing that giving up or leaving or getting out of a situation, choosing yourself is not a bad thing. It's a beautiful thing. Even if it hurts, even if it's difficult, it's still a beautiful thing. Because at the end of the day, what did you do? You chose you. And you chose your happiness. You can't be unhappy choosing your happiness. You can always be unhappy trying to live your life for someone else. But it looks good on paper, though. This life looks good on paper, but I'm living it for someone else. It's not my life. You don't want that. That's not what you need. I'm going to pull a moon card just to see. These cards are so small. Oh, okay. Okay, Cardinal Moon. Be bold and make the first move. You can't even see that, but it's beautiful. It's it's sparkly. Be bold and make the first move. And this other one turned over too. Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. Okay, confirmation. Step out of your comfort zone and be bold and make the first move. You cannot wait for things to get so bad that it's like, okay, now I'm gonna leave. Like, know when it's time to leave. And it goes for, again, relationships. It goes for, whatever. It goes for whatever. Know when to leave. Know when you are not walking in your purpose. You have to feel the difference. So the only way you feel the difference is to just feel how you feel in this moment and figure out, am I living in my purpose or not? Am I living for myself or not? Am I being honest or not? Am I being authentic or not? Am I my highest self at this point or not? What can I do to align with my highest self? All of those things. North Node is our destiny. That's what we came here to do. And if you look in your astrology chart, it's signaled by the little headphones. Mine is in Virgo, so I came here to help and to also, just guide. I feel like just guiding and helping and being a testament to what these things look like. I'm still figuring it out as I go along. As I'm walking in it, it starts to expand and I feel like it gets bigger. And then sometimes it's like, okay, this is a lot. And I'm activating it, I feel like, kind of early. So I'm still very much teetering between my North Node and my South Node, which is our past, which is our karma. And this is what we embody up until a certain age through astrology. But you can always ignite something with your awareness. So if you look at what your North Node is in and you resonate with the things, like, compare that to how you're moving currently in your life and what things you can shift and change to better embody this energy and to better embody you. Because be bold to make the first move And don't stay inside that comfort zone. Come out. Come outside. It's time. Because again, this heat is rising. All this energy is rising. And it's time to make the moves now. Because that's going to be what we need. We're going to need the clarity as things shift, as things change, as things start moving faster. And then if we are still trying to figure it out, it's going to be very hard for us to adapt and to adjust, instead of now creating a stronger foundation so that we can adapt and adjust and bend but not break. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. So I'm praying for each and every one of you, and praying for me, and praying for our continued growth, for our continued just like strengthening our intuition, just continuing to tap into ourselves, continue to work on ourselves, because it means a lot when we put the work in. It definitely causes a shift in our lives. So just continue to put that intention forth and continue to feed your faith. Because you can feed fear all day, you can feed stress, you can feed anxiety, you can feed those things, but it takes a lot more energy to feed the joy, because there's so much around you that could take you out of that frequency. To stay in that is honestly a lot harder, and it's a learning process. So be careful, be gentle with yourself, and be careful too. Protect your heart, protect your mind, protect your ears, and stay elevated. All right. I hope you have a beautiful day or night, and I'll talk to you next time. Ashe.